So, for lesson 19, page 206. Okay, so you have action or doing. You also have this one, which is also doing. Okay, you have afraid, or scared, you could be terrified, any of those adjectives. Scared. You can also do it this way, like for emphasis, like scared, or just scared. Okay, and then you have guilty. I would do it this way with the G, just right here, like over your heart, guilty, where you had guilt. Okay, and then we have back, referring to something. You can refer to your back this way. I can also refer to like the backyard, the back room. I would use this one for back, so I would be like the backyard, like the back area. I would do like at a store they have the back room. This can be just like in the back, or like you could be referring to the back seat, just like behind you that way. And then we have, for blood, I originally learned this one, just like bleeding down, but usually now you'll see red blood, because this can be used as a classifier, like your nose was bleeding, something like that, or you could say like I have a runny nose, something like that. You could describe a faucet and how the water is running down this way, and so you can use that more as a classifier as well. So you can clarify with red blood. And then cause, I've seen it two ways. So I've seen it this way going forward, and I've seen it this way going out. So cause, the cause of something, cause. And then we have danger, dangerous, or threat is here. Danger, dangerous, or threat. So just going sideways like that. And then dismiss, lay off, pardon, or excuse. I'm going to do this one. So for this one, I would probably, yeah, they're doing it one time. So whenever you do like excuse me, you usually do it twice. Or you can talk about like forgiveness. Sometimes you'll see it once as well, but this can be like pardon or forgive. It can be lay off, but you usually just see like fired more for that one. And then for like pardon as well. So you can use all those for that one. And then downstairs, pointing down, like referring down, downstairs. Downstairs. Just pointing down, downstairs. And then we have each and every. So each is like this one time. So with your non-dominant hand, you'll have, actually with both hands, you'll have an A. But your non-dominant hand will be turned facing palm up, and then you'll go this way. So this one can be used for like each. It can also be any. If you do it twice, it's every. So everything, everyone. Or you can go anyone, or each. Each of those, each. So each, any, and then every. Then we have either. So you're going to make these and alternate hitting them like that. Either one, either. This can also be used for partners. Like a partner, like, okay, get with your partner and sign the sentence to each other. So partner. I've also seen this used for couple. So it can be like either one or couple. So we're partners. Okay. And then we have front. So here, it's front. Front. So I could say the front door. I could be referring to the front yard. I could say it's right there in front of you. And then we have goal, aim, objective, or point. So it's like you're going towards something here. My goal is to become this. That. You can also do it this way for points, like if you're talking about like in a class, you're going to get so many points for each assignment. Points. But usually you'll see it like this, like my aim, my goal, objective. And then you have guess or assume is going to be this way. So you can use it in the sense of estimate, as in like I guess towards something, so like a guess. But a lot of times you'll see estimate like about, like it was about 20 people over there, about or approximately, an estimate of something. So I'm guessing, or what's your guess? Did you write it down? And then history. 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 And then habit, custom, or used to. You're going to start, and both of your hands are going to end up in A's, and then go here. Habit. Habit. It's just habit. So this is a habit. It's your custom. It's something that you're used to doing. Okay, and then we have imagine. So the old sign that I had learned is this one. So going out from your head is imagine this way. The newer sign that I've learned for it is going here and then making it out like it's the big picture. Like if you think of like a thought bubble above someone's head, like in like cartoons and things like that, it would be like here are the little dots and they go out into this big thought bubble there. So imagine, like able to see the whole thing in front of you right there. Imagine. Okay, and then include is going to be around like this and going in. Include. So sometimes I've kind of seen it more around and down, and then sometimes it just goes straight in, just going down. Okay. And then whenever you see a number sign in front of letters, then this is going to be the lexicalized sign. So I know we talked about this one in the ASL 1 class. And so what that means is instead of signing J-O-B, you're actually going to be signing the lexicalized version of it, which makes it more like a sign. So rather than finger spelling J-O-B, whenever you sign job, you'll go J-O-B. So you just go J to a B, but your B turns toward you. And so lexicalized signs usually have a different movement. They have a different, sometimes they like get rid of some of the letters and blend them together. But they also add like turning it a different way, different orientation, things like that. So job, job, job.
Which is called a
Lexicalized, L-E-X-I-C-A-L-I-Z-E-D. Lexicalized. Yes. Okay, and then we have judge or court. Like this. If you think of like weighing the balances, something like that. What?
Like decision.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like decision. Decision in the courts. Or judge. And then you have land. So in the book it shows something more like, kind of more like you're referring to like the dirt and then going around. A lot of times I would probably just go like in that area or the land, but you could do that one as well. The land right there, that area. And you have look for, search, or hunt. I wouldn't use hunt as in like I'm going hunting, I'm going to go shoot a deer. I'd use it like I'm on the hunt for my missing car keys that I can't find. So it'd be like this, searching, search, search. So it's going like in a circle, like in front of me, search, searching for it, can't find it, I'm looking for it, I'm on the hunt. Okay, and you have mischievous. So mischievous is here. So my dominant hand is closer to my body, and then my non-dominant hand is down lower and farther away, and it's here. So the reason that this sign is like that is because you have devil, and you also have like demons you can do here. So devil and demons, so here it's mischievous. So this is more like the playful, like a mischievous little boy is getting into trouble, and then you also have like the devil and demons like that. So I've also seen it with one, which I think is probably just a more lazy version of the full. Okay, and then you have ocean. So with ocean, you're going to tap once and go water, and then go like into waves. So I've seen it with one hand, but I've also seen it with two hands more commonly. So ocean. Okay, and then we have outdoors or outside. So this is the sign out. So you're just going forward like that. And so I'm going out, or I'm leaving this way. And then if you're doing outside or outdoors, then I would go this way. You do it twice. Outside. So you can go play outside, outside it's sunny, or outdoors. Okay. And then this one is praise, commend, or applaud. So whenever I do praise, like I'm referring to God, then I would do praise this way. But if you're referring to like a person, like he received accolades and praise and a commendation, like things like that, it's here. Praise. Oh, praise for you. Praise, commending, applaud. Like honoring another person. So praise or applaud. Okay, and then we have prevent or block. So you're going to go here in front of you. Prevent or block. And we have prove, proof, evidence, and fact. So you're going to go here like the sign for see. So I see something here, down to your hand, proof, or evidence, or it's a fact. So you could say prove it. You can say this is the proof, it's a fact, this is the evidence. Okay, now for river, you're going to do the same thing. And tap your mouth this way, and then go that way.
What was it?
You're going to tap your face with the W, and then you'll go like you're making the path of a river. Okay, and then for this one is rough. Rough can be used in a lot of different contexts, and it usually depends how you're going to do it, what you're describing, the way that you'll sign it. In general, the sign for rough is going to have, with your dominant hand, is going to have like a shape like if you were kind of describing like sandpaper or something like that, or like a rocky place like that. It's going to be rough. But it can also be like if you're describing something else, it can be on this side. So it kind of just depends what you're describing. As to how you would turn your hand or where you would do it at. But a lot of times I've seen this one for rough, so it's rough. Rough. Okay, and then run out or deplete is going to be here. Like if you imagine that you had something on your hand right here, and then you just pull it away and it's gone. So it ran out or it was depleted. Ran out or depleted. Okay, and then for silly or ridiculous, is going to be here with a Y, and you're going to put the Y your thumb closest to your nose and go down that way. So that's silly, that's ridiculous. I've also seen this used not as commonly though, but for fool, or it was foolish. So it was silly or ridiculous, fool or foolish. So, but a lot of times you just see that like, oh, you're being silly. Silly you. Okay, and then for suppose or if, you're going to do it here. So you can go if this way. Some people go out this way. If or if. I've also seen like in the book that I think it has if here. This is the sign for idea, and I don't usually see anyone use it for if. It's usually here. If. The other one that you'll see for if is the lexicalized version. So it would have the number sign and the pound sign in front of IF, and you'll do like an F, and then close it up and down like that. So if, and usually you see it turn this way. If.
So what?
So IF. If. For the sign if. So if this is going to happen, or you can do if. If or if. And then suppress or restrain. Okay, I left this one on there because I've seen this one, but it was usually used more, I didn't actually think it was a sign. I thought it was just like whenever you're like, ugh, and you like describe something like that. So what they're doing with this one is they're showing it here with an open hand, like, ooh, like you're like pulling it down, holding it. You know, like you're suppressing it, you're restraining it. So I've never seen this one used as like, I was suppressing something, I was restraining. I haven't seen it used like that, but I have seen it used like to describe like trying to hold it in, like that. Okay, so you can have suppress or restrain there. Okay, and then for swallow is this way, and going out and then going down. So you swallowed it that way. Swallowed. But they're very like close. If you did this one, then it looks a lot the same way. But yeah, in general, I'd probably turn it this way though. Do it in that way. So swallow. Swallow. Okay. And then we have temperature. You're going to put it's kind of similar to the sign for month. So if you think of this like a thermometer, and then put your hand here. This is like the gauge going up and down, so temperature. So this refers to like, you're taking someone's temperature, you put it in your tongue, or this can be referring to like the temperature in the room or how hot the liquid is, something like that. Okay? Then you have tough. For this one, they were doing, so before we learned problems, difficulty, that was hard, things like that. For tough, I don't think they're, yeah, okay, so for hard, you're going to do this one, hard. And then for tough, it actually goes down past it. It's tough. Tough. Okay, and then turn down or reject. Thumbs down. Turn down or reject. So I don't actually see this one all that commonly, but it does still have the same meaning. So, okay, and then just like we had downstairs, we have upstairs. Okay, and then for weigh, weight, or pound, you're going to just do it here. So weigh or weight or pound. Yeah, it's kind of like a smaller movement, kind of like I'm going outwards a little bit as I go down and then up. So we talked about how you can like increase, you can add, you can gain weight this way, or you can lose weight or decrease, kind of decrease this way. And then this is just like the weight, weighing something or a pound.